Hi, this is Ayla Pants, aka Ashmalala. Today I'm in Sansar. I built a spooky forest just in time for Halloween called It's Dark in Those Woods. The URL to this place will be in the description. If you can, come check it out. And seriously, spoiler warning, I go into some detail about the process of building this place as we go through it, and it will ruin any surprises I had in store. So if you want to preserve that experience, stop the video here, use that URL to hop into the woods for yourself, and then come back and tell me how it went, and then watch the rest of the video. So I've learned a lot since the last video. How to use the diagnostics bar, how to reduce draw calls to keep the frame rate healthy. I've learned how to add volume, audio, lights, grab points, and sitting points to objects. I'm still making a point not to spend money in Sansar, so everything you see here is either been acquired free off the marketplace or uploaded by myself, which so far has also been free to do. The flashlight, for instance, was a free object, and I was able to add grab points and added the beams of light that you see. Now, the flashlights will work better if you're using the VR headset and controls. As you can see, I am not, and the walking animation does make the flashlight's beam go a bit wild, but if you just walk and don't run, you'll still be able to see your way around. Also, the VR folks will get a kick out of what I have hidden up in the trees, because you'll be able to aim your flashlights up there, but the rest of us will just have to use our imaginations. I put down the occasional stone path on the ground for people who'd like a little guidance on where they can go. So we're going to follow that path in this video. This fountain is more pretty than spooky. I just couldn't help myself. I like to think I make up for it with the muckiness and gross noises just nearby. So also, some awesome creator put free on the marketplace a group of wandering NPCs. So I was able to take them, turn their material to transparent, and manipulate their animation speed, and bam, we got ghosts. So if you stand around in one place long enough, you will see some kind of run by or walk slowly by. And I've been out in and out of this world while building it for days, and these ghosts will still give me a little jump scare when I'm not expecting it. So this spot I like to think of as a nice little break from the spooky woods before you move on to the obvious hell house that's just above. So I was always a huge fan of movies like The Blair Witch Project. So what I find to be really creepy is the idea of being alone in pitch black wilderness and not being able to fully see what's around you. Knowing that you're alone, but also seeing and hearing evidence that you are not, especially with the headphones on. I feel like this is really creepy. So I put random voices, animal sounds, walking noises throughout the woods. Suddenly hearing footsteps when you know you're alone on a sim like this, I find to be very scary. I know because I actually did that to myself when building the first world, because I got confused in how to add sounds to the terrain. So for a while, every time I spawned in, I kept hearing footsteps, and it really creeped me out until I figured it out. I like the idea of all these voices here. Like not knowing if these are supposed to be living people who are semi-buried in the coffins, if they're zombies coming back from the dead, if these are the ghostly voices of the dead. I kind of like to think it can be any of those things. It's just the idea is pretty creepy. This is a freebie house, of course. Adding volume to all the walls so you couldn't just walk through them took some time, but it was totally worth it to make it feel more solid. Also, adding the creaky wood noise really helps the creepy atmosphere. Hopefully, if you sit here, you can hear the snoring from the bed. This was inspired by an actual nightmare I had. Fun times. Now, the spider hall is a real life nightmare for me. Like, imagine waking up in the morning and finding your hallway like this. Yeah, makes my skin crawl. I'm still deciding whether or not to put like a muffled voice over here, like there's someone in the barrel with all the flies above it. I haven't decided yet. Oh, did you want to see what was in the red room? Well, that's gonna have to wait until the end. I'll give you guys one more chance to avoid the final set of spoilers if you like. We'll head down first. Clearly, I don't like creepy crawlies dangling in my face, so I made a forest of them. Folks with VR will enjoy aiming their flashlights up in the trees. And here we are back by the fountain. Now, final warning, if you don't want any more spoilers, end the video here and use that URL to jump into the world yourself. Okay, now for the rest of you. I'm going to show you a couple of secret, but really kind of obvious, teleports you can walk into. More ookie noises. These stretch faces are also free in the marketplace, and I just set the material to like UV animate so they'd scroll across the mesh like that. It's a really nice effect, along with the eating noises and the squishy mudfoot noises. I'm going to skirt around so you can get a better look at this vision I've created. The idea is once you land, your first impulse is to run closer to get a better look and trip into another teleporter so you can never quite get it on the first try. This area is also boxed in, so you can't run away. Well, that's my tour. Please do check it out and let me know what you think in the comments. And thank you very much for watching.